What's up, everybody? Crazy H here, and this time we're looking at from Age of the Primes, Transformers Trypticon. Let's take a look at the box, and then we'll get into the bot and all three of his modes. So this is a different format for the box art. Usually they have some kind of illustration going on with a bunch of the robot in action and against other Transformers and stuff. Sometimes there's like little Easter eggs of different bots coming up or that are on the line itself. This time we got some fancy looking artwork, stylized art box. I want to say with Trypticon front and center with different colors going on. You have the Age of the Primes banner here with his name and all that stuff. Up here in the corner, it's a big box, so this is gonna be a little. Up here in the corner, it gives you the three different steps for the transformation. So looks like from ship mode to bot mode's 14 steps. From bot mode to base mode goes 17 steps. The rest of the box is pretty... Let me bring this up a little. That about a little bit. So you have this side. This is the side of the box. And you get that on both sides. Nothing out of the ordinary, too fancy. It's pretty... It's pretty plain, the box. You got Transformers here with the logo. And even on the back, you don't have the product at all. You just have a drawn image of Trypticon. And you have, up top it says, Trypticon with removable Decepticon full tilt and Titan Master Decepticon Necro. Yeah, so full tilt's the headmaster. And then on the bottom here and here it says, huge and powerful, Trypticon is an unstoppable force of destruction. Once he fixes on a target, he pursues his enemies relentlessly and won't stop until they are thoroughly demolished. And that's all in different languages. On the top here and here, they're all in different languages. And then last but not least, there's nothing on the bottom, but if you want that, go for it. There it is. And that's the box. Yeah, I'm not digging the box art. I love the other ones. Like Omega Supreme and all them, they have some really nice artwork. This is okay. Not sure how I'm gonna get all this in film and camera and whatever. But when you get them out of the box, you gotta assemble the legs, and then the first mode you get him into is his spaceship mode, which is pretty much Trypticon just lying flat on his belly. Remember that is his belly? No, on his back. I'm sorry. So he's laying flat on his back, and the legs are pretty much spread out. It's a big guy, so let me figure out how to do this. So we'll go here. I guess I'm gonna have to go handheld. I'll be right back. All right, so here's the front of the ship. It's almost like a demonic looking ship because he's got some eyes going on here. And it almost looks like the front of his face, which is really his tail. But that's the front of the ship. Going down, you got a lot of molded detail in here. You really do. I wish there was more paint or like stickers to pick things out. You see right through it. Here's the side of it. Full tilt's up there attached. Nice purples, turquoises, and blacks. They all go great together. And there's his head just hanging out in the back there. It's kind of hard to get everything in frame. Here it is from the front, if you could kind of make it out. He does have wheels, but just the way he's shaped, you can't really get him to roll. He's kind of like on a curved, he's not pretty straight, it's pretty much curved up. Let me flip him around so show you other views. So here it is from the front view, so you can see that better. He's got a gun right here and a turret, and then he's got very small wings for a big ship. Not sure what they're supposed to be doing. And then from the back, you have this going on. You see his face is pretty much... You could do that too if you wanted to have extra armament in the back. But his face is pretty much just right there. Yeah, it's not the best looking ship. It's not the cleanest. It's alright. Just from the top to get a better view of it, to see it. These little dinky wings. Alright, so this was ship mode. So now let me get him transformed into his Dino mode for what we really want to see him as, alright? Be right back. It's a quick transformation. Damn, these Titan clusters are cool as hell, but they are very awkward to transform. They are big and bulky, and space is an issue. God, trying to get him transformed is a pain in the butt. But it's very easy. It's very easy to get him into this mode. I mean, it takes like less than like 5 minutes. It's not really an involved transformation, but it's an effective one. So here he is in the mode that we all know him as, and most likely going to stay in, because I'm not putting him in ship or base mode. In my opinion, this is the best mode. So I think I could do this easier, because he's more compact in this mode, believe it or not. He's not stretched out. So we could probably keep this on my tripod while I do it. So let's try to zoom in on that face. Zoom out a little bit. So here's his face. Of course, if you wanted to, you could keep this closed or open, depending on how you want to do it. It's cleaner like this, but more menacing. You have a huge T-Rex with just weapons pointing at you. He has really good ratchets for everything, so he's pretty much gonna stay where he is, which is nice. Got some really great detailing in the face. You got the orange for the eyes. Again, you can close that. Turn him around so you can see his mouth better. He's got two more cannons right there in his mouth. The mouth does open and close, and it can go up as well if you wanted it to. He's got two cannons on the back of his head. If you wanted to, you could turn him around and put him back down if you want it like that. If you want to have a cleaner look on his face. You have full tilt still hanging off for dear life over here. There is a mode or a thing that you can do, and I'm going to use full tilt headmaster to show it off. We'll keep this closed for it. He can swallow stuff, like he can eat things, and then you open up his chest and to pop him out, which is a really nice little feature. So if you want to feed him, you could do that. Now he's got his little T-Rex arms. He's never gonna get picked for the bowling team because he's got such small arms. But they do open and close, and there is movement on them. You can position them, which is nice. But he does have a lot of great detailing, which we saw already in ship mode. It just passes off over to here, like the orange on the hip. I like that translucent orange touch to it. He's got some big chunky feet to keep him balanced, along with some, I don't want to say heel spurs, I want to say like inner feet spurs. You want to call them that? There we go. To help him stand up. I have these for extra balance, which is nice. And now flip him around to the back to show his more details that he has. Up. There you go. He's got some spines going on, and it has wheels on them for ship mode. But of course, they don't really make contact all fully. But he's got his little stubby tail down here. Really is a great bot. Really, I do like the Titan classes. It's just getting them to show them off is a struggle. All right, I'm only doing one robot, and I pulled out Omega to see how how they look together. I was gonna get Scorponok's, but he's such a pain to put together. I have them in pieces in boxes, so I don't want to take them all out. But you can see how they look together. Height wise, he's a little smaller, but they're still both chunky bots to begin with. There's like a small child right here carrying him around. But here he is with Omega Supreme. All right, one more mode. Let me get him into it. And this one is pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. Be right back. And here is base mode. Back out a little bit. It's a pretty spread out base mode where he's just torn apart and spread out completely. You got this nice ramp going on right here. I forgot to turn these down. There we go. With a huge run of teal going right down it. Almost like a ramp for full tilt to come all the way down here. Let's go handheld again. And get pretty close in with the details. It's nothing you haven't seen before in robot mode. It's just all splayed out now. Yeah. So you've got a lot going on in this mode. It's a good play set for the smaller Transformers. Like if you have, like we'll use Necron for instance, who really sucks standing up. But you get an idea. You know, this is built for them and built for these little small bots, like Omega Supreme's little guy. These guys would work well and have fun, nice playability with them on this. Of course, you have full tilt over here still. He's right there. I'm going to take him off and I'll show him off in a minute. And you could connect them as well because it has the connections here to add other bases or other Transformers that you have the piece to connect them with. But yeah, it's pretty much like this is the ship mode right here. You know, his body, and it's just all laid out, and his legs are just spread apart. But it's not bad. Out of the base modes that they've had, this is pretty decent, I would say. But yeah, so that's base mode. Again, you have all these little tracks in here. You could take your little robots, your little bots if you wanted to. Come on. See? And he fell on the floor. Oh well. But yeah, it's pretty cool looking. It's decent for a base mode anyway. You want to take full tilt off, you have another extra cannon right there if you wanted to use it. And of course, you know, you want to turn these down. You have that option as well. But I do like how it gives it added height. So I do like how that looks. Finally, something a little more manageable, like it's easier to film. So now we're going to take a look at full tilt and his headmaster Necron. There is no paint on this guy whatsoever, but for the black tires and the silver rims, everything, he's just decked out in purple. There's a whole lot of purple. Great detailing. Again, you're going to hear that saving a lot, but not enough paint or stickers to pick out these nice little details. The gun up top has some paint, but not enough. I could use a little bit more. If you open up this, you have a cockpit with a lot of detail. So let's bring it up, zoom it in so you can see the detailing. He's got a full display. He's got a nice top's got detail. Could pull him out, see more of it. Got a slot from the peg into, but yeah, he's got some really good detailing on the inside of the car for Necron. Speaking of Necron, let's get him all pretty straightened out. There he has a nice big purple face. Kind of gives you that Cobra Viper look going on with his face. Got a belly button for a screw. Now this arm keeps popping off on mine. Like typical, you can put him in a sitting pose, but for him, he sits straight out due to the car mode, and of course, got the head on the back. But yeah, that's Necron. You get this guy transformed into bot mode. Alright, so here is Necron in his bot mode. And yeah, he's a lot of purple. He could use really some color breakup. The only color he's got is across the tires and the rims, and now his red visor on his face. But everything else is just purple. And it's a whole lot of it. But I do like the head sculpt. I ain't gonna lie. I saw a review of the original Trypticon, and I saw the full tilt. I really liked how this thing looks. I wonder if Toy Hacks is gonna come up with some stickers for this thing, because they both could use it. Because they're really great. They just need some more color breakup. And it's pretty clean as far as transformation goes. Some hollow bits here and there, but you know, pretty decent for a secondary bot that comes with him. And of course, you could arm him up. You could take his weapon and put it right there. Pretty nice. Just because I have him out, here he is with Omega Supreme's countdown, so you can see how they look for some odd reason, just to show it off. There he is next to Omega Supreme, and next to his boss. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so size-wise, he's pretty tiny. Not as tiny as that guy, but yeah, he's pretty small next to Trypticon. All right. This was exhausting. But that was my look at Age of the Primes Trypticon. I didn't have the original, the one that came out with, was it the Titans run? But I wasn't collecting back then either. So I started in Siege Line, so I missed him out. And I started with, my Titans started with Omega Supreme. But when this guy came up, I was contemplating if I wanted him or not, but that Transformer dude kept showing his off, and I was like, ooh, I really like how it looks. So I picked him up. He's not bad. They're just like, Titans are awkward. They're awkward to transform because they're so big and chunky. But it's a really cool looking bot. He does need some paint though, something to pick out all the colors to make him pop more. Although I do like how the translucent orange on the hips and the purples and the teals all look on him. I think base mode is pretty nice. I mean, out of all three, you know, obviously robot mode, then I like base mode over the ship mode was just, I don't know what. I got this guy off of Hasbro. Got off of their site only because I don't think they're going to be in the stores. And I only found one of them in the stores, and that was Scorponok's. All the others I got off of Hasbro, Big Bad Toy Store, or one of those sites. It's a really cool figure. If you see him, you know, if you're gonna pick him up. He's worth it. He looks really good next to Omega. I'm done babbling. That's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm gonna go take a nap now because this thing wore me out. So stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy your toys. Crazy Eights is out.